In the heart of the Galactic Senate, there was always a joke, one that never failed to get a laugh. It was about humans. You know why humans still use bullets? One alien would say, grinning. Because they can't afford plasma. Laughter would echo across the chamber, bouncing off the polished walls of power and pride. Earth had joined the Galactic Alliance barely 60 years ago. They were the newcomers, awkward, outdated, emotional. Their ships were considered primitive, their tech laughable. And their military? A historical footnote. A backup force at best. No one took them seriously. Not the Zarthan Dominion, not the Kreks, not even the so-called peacekeepers of the Andari Corps. Humanity was just background noise in the great opera of galactic politics, until everything changed. It began with a man named Ambassador James Cole. He was Earth's representative to the Senate, calm, quiet, never smiled too much. When negotiations broke down with the Kreks Dominion, an aggressive empire known for wiping out border colonies, Cole stood alone before a room of smug faces. The Kreks leader, all fangs and arrogance, leaned forward and hissed, "If Earth does not submit, we will show your people true fire." The chamber chuckled. Cole didn't flinch. He looked straight at the Kreks and said, "You want fire? Fine. Light the match." Then he turned and walked out. No threats, no begging, just permission. 3 days later, the Kreks bombed Luna 7, a peaceful human colony on the edge of neutral space. They targeted civilian centers. Over 1.3 million people were killed. The galaxy expected Earth to mourn, to cry, to protest, and ask for justice. What they got instead was silence. No speeches, no press releases, no retaliation. For 2 days, Earth said nothing. Then, the Kreks' home systems began to go dark. Entire fleets vanished from radar. Outposts stopped transmitting. A Kreks dreadnought sent out a distress signal from deep space, garbled, panicked. They came out of nowhere. The message stuttered. We didn't see them. We didn't hear them. They didn't miss. Then static. The Senate demanded answers. What was happening? Who was attacking? Earth still said nothing. Until on the 7th day the human fleet arrived. They came to the Kreks border in complete silence. Dozens of ships, matte black, sharp and angular, unmarked, unknown to any galactic database. At their center floated something massive, a space station or platform the size of a moon, surrounded by a strange gravitational field that bent light and space itself. They called it the Aegis Protocol. The Kreks, desperate to show strength, fired first. Every missile and plasma bolt launched at once. But before they could hit, they simply stopped. Systems shut down. Weapons went offline. You thought we were weak because we didn't flex, because we didn't brag. You called us slow, emotional, backward. But we watched, we listened, and we prepared. She paused, her voice calm. We build peace with our right hand, and with our left, we kept our swords sharp. What followed was the fastest collapse of an empire in galactic history. The Kreks surrendered within 4 days. Their warlords were captured, tried, and imprisoned. Their people were fed and protected, not enslaved. Earth didn't take their territory. They didn't ask for payment. They rebuilt Luna 7. They offered aid. They opened trade. But no one misunderstood anymore. Because when Earth spoke, people listened. Military academies across the galaxy started teaching about human strategy. The Aegis maneuver became a case study in asymmetric warfare. And at the Galactic Academy, the old human jokes were removed from the textbooks. It was as if the laws of physics had just rewritten themselves. Then the Aegis responded. Not with lasers, not with explosions, with gravity. It folded the space around the Kreks fleet, turning their ships into scrap in seconds, like a child crushing paper toys. There was no sound, no warning, no second chance. Over 400 Kreks warships disappeared in less than a minute. The galaxy watched the entire thing live. The laughter stopped. The Senate convened an emergency session. They demanded an explanation. Where had Earth gotten this technology? Why had they hidden it? Why hadn't they shared it? A new ambassador arrived in Cole's place. Her name was Nora Singh. She stood alone before the most powerful species in the galaxy and said one sentence, "We didn't hide it, you just never looked." Confused murmurs spread through the hall. Singh continued, "In time, Earth became a central voice in the Senate, not feared but deeply respected. Their soldiers were never deployed without purpose. Their technology remained protected, and their message became legend. We don't start wars, but we end them." And for generations, across thousands of worlds, no one ever made fun of humans again. Not because they were scary, but because they were silent until they weren't. Goodbye, have a nice day, and please like and subscribe the channel for more videos.